Hi there, I'm Aki from Aki Gaming, and welcome to another episode of My Waifu or Husbando is Better Than Yours. Each episode, we will be putting two heroes into the spotlight and see who reigns supreme over the other. First, they will be judged by all of their attributes, which includes their stats, weapons, skills, etc. Then we will put them into a battle simulator and see who's the better one when head on. Not only that, we will be also giving them their best possible skill build and put them into the ultimate mass battle showdown to see who will be crowned the winner of My Waifu or Husbando is Better Than Yours. Let's not wait any longer and introduce our contestants. Standing on the left corner, the High Prince of Husbando, knowledgeable about hidden hot springs. The samurai at ease, Hotma! And standing on the right corner, a skilled mercenary known for her speed, was hired to put on a bunny's costume, the Crimson Rabbit, Rabisa! Ooh, it's kinda refreshing to see the guy showing more skin for once. So here we go, flying versus flying, hot spring versus spring. Who will be crowned the better waifu or husbando? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to rumble? Round 1, stats and skills. Let's start by comparing their stats. And Hotma has the higher attack and resistance, whereas Rabisa has the better HP and speed. The score is tied at 2-all. Next, let's compare their weapon. Hotma uses its curtain. I kid you not. It's a curtain rod with 14 might, and at the start of turn 1, grants special cooldown count -2. What about Rabisa? She uses a carrot as a lance. What's up with that? Anyway, same as Hotma's curtain, flashing carrot also has 14 might. At start of combat, if foe's HP is 100%, grants attack speed defense resistance +2 during combat. Oh, FYI, both weapons could be refined to increase their HP and one of the 4 other stats of your choice. So, which weapon is better? The first weapon effect only worked once compared to the latter, which works better on the longer run. However, its curtain could set up for some crazy combo when paired, so I would give it a draw. Moving on, we won't be comparing their special, assist and passive in A since there isn't a match. But for your knowledge, we'll still go through it. Hotma has Luna, a 3 cooldown special that treats foes' defense resistance as if reduced by 50% during combat. Not only that, he has attack defense solo at slot A. If it's not adjacent to any ally, grants an attack defense +6 during combat. What about Rabisa? She has reposition that moves a target ally to opposite side of her. Next, let's compare their remaining passives. Let's start with slot B. Hotma has chill speed. At the start of each turn, inflict speed -7 on the foe on the enemy team with a higher speed through his next action. As for Rabisa, she has speed defense link. If a movement assist skill like reposition, shove, pivot, etc. is used by her or target's unit, grants speed defense +6 to unit and target ally or unit and target ally for 1 turn. Whose B skill is better? According to the rating system from Game 8, chill speed is rated higher than speed defense link. The Lobster King takes the lead. Lastly, their passive in C. Hotma has odd defense wave. At start of odd number turns, grants a defense +6 to him and adjacent allies for 1 turn. Bonus would still be granted to him even if there's no allies are adjacent. And Rabisa has Flyer Guidance that grants flying allies within 2 spaces the ability to move to a space adjacent to her. So who will take the last point? And once again, by referring to Game 8, odd defense wave is rated 9 out of 10. And Flyer Guidance is rated 9 too. It's a draw for slot C. And that's the end to round 1. With a score of 3 against 2, the winner of first round is Hotma! Is it me or Rabisa's skill set is kinda mediocre if compared to her opponent? Anyway, let's move on to round 2, head-on fight. For this and the next segment, I'm going to use the battle simulator from Arctic Silver Fox. First, we are just going to let them brawl with their default skills, IV with no buff. And here's the result for one full turn. It seems Hotma beats Rabisa on both phases due to his synergy with his skills. He gets to cast Luna early and got a lot of buff. Hence, the Husbando Prince wins the default fight. Next, how about we give them some skill inheritance? As our usual practice, we will optimize their build for the highest winning rate. For Hotma, defense refine its curtain, bonfire, attack defense solo, chill defense, odd defense wave, and a quicken pulse seal. As for Rabisa, defense refine Wagasa, moonbow, attack speed solo, chill attack, odd attack wave, and attack defense seals. And the result? This time Rabisa gets to KO Hotma on both phases. Mainly because of their difference in speed, especially since she has attack speed solo. Unless the Lobster Man gets to prevent Rabisa from doubling, she will always win. Shall we give this fight to Rabisa to make things more interesting? Hence, with both sides having a point, I hereby declare round 2 to be a tie. Before we proceed to the final segment, let's look back at the results so far. Hotma has 1 point and so does Rabisa. Now, it all boils down to the last round. Who will take home the crown? Let's find out in round 3, Mass Battle. For this segment, we will be using the same damage calculator as round 2 to calculate how effective are they against all the other heroes. Instead of looking at only their kills, we are also going to consider their draws and losses too. And the result will be in the form of percentage. Here's the formula. First, we will calculate the result with their default build. And here's the result for one round of initiation. And Hotma takes the first point with a winning rate of 89.1 over 70.2. Next, let's have a look at the result for one full turn with attacking phase first. The Hot Spring Samurai scores another point with a difference of 27.6%. Now defending first. Here's the result for one round of defense. And hat-trick to Hotma with a winning rate of 67.5 to 52.2. Moving on to one full turn of defense. And the Husbando Prince clean swept the default fight. The halfway score is 4-0. Now, let's look at the result after inheriting skills. Who will perform better this time? For one round initiation... Nice, both has reached the 97% mark, but Hotma is still slightly higher with 97.9%. What about one full turn by initiating first? Another close fight, but the Crimson Bunny is still trailing behind. What if enemy attack first? How different would the result be? For one round of defense... Oh, both has the same winning rate of 73.5%. It's a draw this time. Lastly, let's look at the result for one full turn of defense. Finally, Rabisa leads for once. She has a winning rate of 96.2 compared to Hotma 95.5. And this marks the end to round 3. With a score of 6-1, the last round goes to the Samurai at Ease. Which means, ladies and gentlemen, having 2 wins and a draw, the winner of this episode of My Waifu or Husbando is better than yours goes to... Hotma! I'm not really surprised with the result. The Lobster King basically won because of his base kit advantage. Like I mentioned earlier, Rabisa has kinda okay kit if you compare to Hotma, despite both being a special hero. And by being a limited seasonal hero, they are both equally hard to pull too. And if we were to consider who is the better fodder, it's obvious that the Crown Prince of Husbando takes the title. So, what's your thought on the result? What do you think about the new art style? Who do you think is the better waifu or husbando? Let's discuss. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe and hit the notification icon to Aki Gaming for more interesting content like this. You could also leave a comment below to suggest who would you like to feature in a future episode. Thank you for watching and happy April's Fool.